Section 1.6 is on rational expressions. We are breaking this up into two parts, 1.6a this week and 1.6b next week. 1.6a, we're going to cover definition and simplifying as well as multiplying and dividing. This video covers the definition and simplifying rational expressions. A definition of a rational expression is the division of polynomials. When we had the section that included polynomials, we looked at adding, subtracting, and multiplying them, but we didn't look at division. So another way to think of this is a fraction that has a polynomial in the numerator and the denominator, such as x plus 2 over x minus 5. So that's an example of a rational expression. We could also have something like x squared minus 2x plus 3 over x cubed minus 1. Anytime we have a polynomial in the numerator and the denominator, it's a rational expression. One thing that we need to think about for a rational expression is the domain. When we've got a variable in the denominator, there's a chance that we could have 0 in the denominator, which is undefined. So 0 in a denominator is undefined. Like it means it has no meaning. Okay, such as we could just have anything. 305 over 0. It's undefined. That has no meaning. Okay, so the domain is the set of x values, or values that x can take on, or whatever the variable might be that's in the polynomial in the denominator, that make the rational expression defined. In other words, not the denominator not equal to 0. All right, abbreviation there, denominator not equal to 0. Okay, so to find the domain, so let's take a rational expression, x plus 5 over x minus 2, and find the domain. Find the values of x that will make that defined. Okay, well, the values of x that are going to make it defined are the values of x such that x minus 2, right, the denominator, does not equal 0. All right, so we can just solve this for x. Okay, so that means that we get x, well, let's back up. All right, to solve that, we add 2 to both sides, right? And so we get x not equal. So the domain is x not equal to 2, all values of x except for 2. Let's look at another one where we want to find the domain. All right, let's take 2 over x squared plus 5. Okay, so to find that domain, we said we take that denominator and we set it not equal to 0 and then solve for x. So if we subtract 5 from both sides, we get x squared not equal to negative 5. Okay, when we square anything, it becomes a positive number. And more specifically, if we square a real number, it's going to be a positive number. So what this tells us is that the domain is all real numbers, because there's no real number that we can plug in for x there and square it and get a negative. So the domain in words is all real numbers. Okay, now let's look at simplifying rational expressions. So we want to think of this as like simplifying fractions. So if we have got common factors in the numerator and the denominator, we can cancel those out. Okay, so let's start off with this example of a times b plus 1 over a squared times b squared. Okay, we have got a common factor of a in the numerator and the denominator. So we can cancel a factor of a. So that means this a goes away and we're left with a 1. And in the denominator, if we cancel one of those a, that exponent of 2 becomes an exponent of 1. So this simplifies to b plus 1 in the numerator over a b squared. Okay, let's think about whether we can simplify any more. So we can only cancel factors in the numerator and the denominator. In the denominator, we have a factor of b. It's multiplied by a and another b. In the numerator, there is a b, but it is part of the factor b plus 1. That whole thing is a factor. The b by itself is added to the 1, so by itself in the numerator, b is not a factor. So this is our simplified rational expression. Let's look at domain. The domain is the values that the variables can equal before we simplify. So we got to look back to our original rational expression and determine which values a and b cannot be. Okay. All right, our denominator before we simplified is a squared b squared. We want that to not equal 0. Well, if a is equal to 0, that whole thing is 0. Or if b is equal to 0, that whole thing, a squared b squared, is equal to 0. So our domain is going to be a not equal to 0 and b not equal to 0. All right, let's look at another example. 6 minus 3k over k squared minus 4. Okay, this at first look doesn't seem like we are going to be able to cancel anything or simplify anything, but we are going to be able to factor the numerator and the denominator. Okay, and then factoring, we might get factor that are common to the numerator and the denominator. So in the denominator, in the numerator, we can take out a 3 from both those terms, and we're left with 2 minus k inside parentheses. So we have a factor of 3, we have a factor of 2 minus k. And that is over, we have a difference of 2 squares. So from our difference of 2 squares pattern, we know we're going to have k, and then 4 is 2 squared. So we have a 2 and a 2, and the signs are going to be a plus and a minus. It still doesn't look like we have like factors, but if we take out a -1 from the 2 minus k, a factor of -1 from the 2 and a factor of -1 from the negative k, that brings a -1 out in front multiplied by the 3, so we get a -3. And if we take a -1, let's start with the negative k. If we take a -1 out of negative k, that's going to be a positive k. And if we take a -1 out of a positive 2, we're left with a -2. So now over the denominator, we have a common factor of k minus 2. So those will cancel. And our simplified rational expression is -3 over k plus 2.